So this is Ann Middleman, and Ann, thank you so much for agreeing to talk with me today. Tell us about you.
Well, I am a leading edge baby boomer. I've lived in New York all my life. I have a market research company that I started 9 years ago. After working for other people for many, many years, I realized that I really wanted to work for myself and not have to answer to other people. Of course, I have to answer to clients, but that I didn't want to be in a company that was being poorly managed by somebody else. I actually lost a lot of jobs that way. So I'm very happy running my own business. And what was interesting to me is that when I was downsized in 2001, I started to look around for a job. And even the big companies just didn't even want to meet me, and I just know it was because of my age. And what struck me as being terrifically ironic is that my clients don't seem to mind my age. And I've done pretty well with that.
Yeah, and that's who counts, right?
Yeah, but the big companies wanted, younger women, shorter skirts, and that's just not me anymore. I did the short skirt thing in the 60s, been there, done that,
Right.
But I do like to feel that I am aging gracefully.
Good.
I do like to wear youthful clothes, but I'm certainly not trying to look 25 or 30 anymore. As I said, been there, done that.
What else is great about getting older?
Oh, it's a feeling of liberation. I feel that to a large extent, not totally, but that I can say what I want.
I love that.
I'm not as worried about turning people off. If people don't like who I am, that's their problem. I don't mean that I would routinely insult people or say something insensitive. I like to think I'm a little smarter than that. But as I said, there is a certain feeling of liberation about being able to express my opinions in a way that I believe is appropriate to the occasion, but I'm not afraid anymore.
Yeah.
Also, my children are grown. I don't have kids to think about anymore. I mean, not that I don't. You always worry about your kids, no matter how old they get. But truthfully, they're responsible for themselves now. Thank goodness they're self-supporting, both of them. So that's a tremendous feeling of liberation. I'm happy to be able to travel pretty much when I want. My husband retired from teaching about 12 years ago, so that means that when we travel, we're not constrained or confined to school vacations.
Yeah.
And we find that traveling in the spring and the fall is best because we can avoid the crowds and so on and so forth. And if I want to go and visit my grandkids in North Carolina, I can pretty much hop on a plane and go down there. That's another good thing about having my own business.
Yeah, there's a lot of freedom there.
I ask my boss, "Can I go?" Sure, go ahead, have a good time.
That's really
Thanks
cool.
a lot. It's great.
All right, so I want to ask you one last question.
You bet.
What's something that you still want to give your life to? Just in a couple of sentences, what are you still committed to accomplishing?
Well, there's sort of two parts to that. One thing I'm committed to accomplishing at some point is learning how to play the piano.
Cool.
I always wanted to, and for various and sundry reasons didn't. I was going to do it several years ago, and it didn't work out. And it's one thing that's on my bucket list.
All right,
that
cool.
I really want to do. As far as causes, I'm pretty much already involved in my synagogue and in a professional organization that I intend to get more involved with. I'm currently president of the local chapter of that
Cool.
professional organization, and they've actually asked me to be on the regional board. But I have one more year to go as the local chapter president, so I want to put that off. But I do want to get more involved in it because it's a great organization, interesting people. They do a lot of great things, and it's global. I went to Poland last fall, and before I went to Poland for other reasons. But before I went, I looked up on their website to see if there were any members or chapters in Poland. And sure enough, there were 2 at-large members in Warsaw. So I wrote to them, and when we went there, I had breakfast with one and lunch with the other. It was delightful. I really enjoy meeting new people, learning about different places and cultures and economies and how things work. I think my intellectual curiosity has gotten bigger or more so over the years, perhaps because now I have more time and more freedom to look into things and to learn things. I'm not so,
Yeah.
taken up with, activities of daily living, so to speak. So it was really just wonderful to meet these people, and I look forward to doing more of that.
So to sum up, you really like your life. You like being self-employed, you like the freedom, you like the liberation of that. You can go where you want, your husband's retired, and you're looking forward to learning everything you can. You have a lot of intellectual curiosity. So thank you so much. And by the way, you are 64, is that right?
I will be next week.
Okay, cool. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.